Yes, this is James with the Brains Report, and I'm here to review the Saeco PicoBaristo. It's a pretty fancy espresso machine. This happens to be the HD892747 model, which is the most expensive PicoBaristo, currently running for about $1,500 on the Amazon. I'm going to tell you about a couple cheaper alternatives, and then we'll get into how this baby works. If you go with the piano black background here instead of the stainless steel, you can save about $200. That's model HD892737. Or if you want to save some good money, go with the HD892447, which is about $929. But you're sacrificing a few drinks. It doesn't make as many drinks, and the frothing setup for that is a little less convenient. Let's get started by just showing you how to make an espresso with this. I've turned the machine on. It's good to have a little glass under there when turning it on, because sometimes it'll send a little water to rinse things out. It's all part of making things easier for you and keeping this working for a long time. I'm going to put this under here. Here's the spout, which is adjustable. You can have it go down there or up there. Not a huge range, but it's kind of cool to have. To make an espresso, you can press it once and it makes you an espresso immediately, or twice for a double espresso. I'm feeling kind of sluggish today, so I'm going to do a double. See, it says espresso times 2. Sounds like the grinder might be out of beans. Let's see if it tells me to do something about that. Well, might have enough for this shot, so we'll see if the second shot needs more beans, and then we can show you how that works. Ooh, look at that caramel color. Nice coloration there. Good extraction. I believe it is 15 bar pressure, which is pretty good. It's about as good as you'll get. Let's see if it's going to tell us it needs beans. Well, sometimes it tells you when it needs beans. In this instance, it is not. And as you can see, it did need beans. That's one minor negative about this. You kind of got to make sure that it's got the coffee beans in there. I just happen to have some in a little bowl here, and I can also show you what the hopper looks like. The hopper, this is another negative about this. This is probably the biggest negative, in my opinion, is the shape of this hopper. If you pour the beans in here, you see a bunch of them get stuck there, because this is where you can put in grinds already ground, but they put it there and it gets narrow, so it doesn't get through there. So you gotta make sure it gets fed through there. Like I said, that's the biggest negative with this thing. I'm just happy that it grinds itself. You can adjust the fineness of the grind with here. It actually comes with a tool for adjusting it. I'm going to go ahead and close that, and I think we are going to just show you how to do the milk frothing right now. And before I get into that though, I want to show you the water. Here's the water reservoir. I usually use a pitcher to pour it in, but the reservoir does come out, and that's the Aqua clean filter, which helps avoid mineral deposits and makes it so you don't need to descale as often. You can just simply, it tells you when that needs to be replaced, and you just simply pop it out. The Aqua clean filter, I believe, lasts for 625 shots, which, in my experience, we have another machine that uses it, and it's lasted that long. It gets the job done. We don't have any hard water issues though, so it's not really necessary. I'm just going to go ahead and pour this in here for now. What do you think, camera person? Should we do espresso shots again to make sure the crema that it produces?
I would like to have a cappuccino.
Okay, we can do a cappuccino. Right here, it's got the hot water spout in there. It produces hot water, which you can use for ramen noodles. Or if you like to eat stuff that isn't ramen noodles and requires hot water, you can do that too. It pops out like that. And you got this kind of carafe that you can store in the fridge, and when you're ready to make some coffee drinks, you just pop it in here. Pretty convenient. Move this out. And we will get to my second negative about this. This setup is kind of awkward. I think this mug is small enough so that it can catch the frothing milk and the espresso. But if the mug's too big, it creates an angle where it's harder for it to get the espresso drink. And you'll have a mess in the drip tray down there. But yeah, I think this is good. You can get square mugs. I know you can get a set of 4 for $14. I'll leave a link to that in the video description so that if you're going to spend $1,000 on an espresso maker, you can spend $14 on a mug to get rid of the kind of negative it has, this oddly shaped setup. But yeah, let's get a cappuccino going. I always make espresso, so this is going to be kind of new to me, but I believe I just pressed the cappuccino button. And it tells you to open the spout, which is open. You can tell it's a little bit loud. But that's just how grinding works. It gets loud. The overall size of this is 13 inches. I believe that's 13 inches tall, 9 inches wide, and 17 inches deep. So it'll fit under most cabinets, and it'll fit on your counter. Oh, look at that frosting. What's that remind you of? This baby makes 8 different drinks, including latte macchiatos, ristretto, flat white, and like I said, it can also do hot water. And you can also adjust brew strengths. There are 3 temperature options, 10 grind levels, and you can customize drink sizes. They call that length. And you can use the memo function if there's a drink you like and you just want to save it. I found maintenance is pretty simple as well. I'll get into that in a second here. And there's a cappuccino for our camera person. When she's done, now we're going to do a quick clean, which I'm going to do. Okay. Place container under the spout. I already did. Oh, there we go. Alright, just run some water, clean it out. Pretty easy to clean, and then you're done with this. You just remove it and put it back in the refridge. Pretty snazzy. I'm gonna move that out of the way and show you some other parts. Let's take a look under the hood. Very careful. There we go. Right here it stores pucks of coffee. I believe it can hold 15 of them, and once it's full it lets you know that it's full, and you just take it out like this and dump it. And then you've got the drip tray down here. That you can see there's a little red thing here that starts to bob around when the drip tray starts to get full, and so you just empty it into your sink. I like the design of this drip tray because you're unlikely to spill as you take it from wherever you are into the sink. And I'm just going to close this back up. So yeah, easy maintenance. I really like this machine, but I am kind of spoiled. I own the $2,400 Saeco Zelsis, which is bigger, has a better shaped hopper, makes more drinks, and I just all around like it more, but it's not going to be worth it for most users. So I would recommend the PicoBaristo to anyone who wants an espresso machine that does it all, and if you can afford it. And yeah, I think that just about covers it. If you have any questions at all, please say something in the comments, and I'm more than happy to answer them. And please check out the video description for links to all of the models I've discussed in this review, and also include a link to those mugs. And yeah, if you want to help out our work, consider buying products through our links or subscribing to the YouTube channel. In the meantime, stay caffeinated.